My name is Becky Singleton. I'm a single mom of two fantastic daughters who are super talented. An entrepreneur, a health and fitness coach, and I walk my own talk by working out every day. Motivational speaking, Reiki practitioner healer are some of the things I love to do. I've survived cancer. I'm also an agent of change at the highest level. But what I enjoy the most is cooking for the ones that I love. So join me in leveling up and being more happy, healthy, and fit. Hi, welcome to Happy, Healthy, and Fit, and happy holidays. Today I'm going to discuss some self-care, also recap some of the shows that I did that I got questions about on IG. I'm also going to share what we'll be doing for the next several weeks on the show. But first, please let us all remember we do need to social distance even during this holiday season. We also need to wash our hands for 20 seconds and also wear our masks in public. Thank you so much for all your support this year. I appreciate you so much. I'm wishing you the best, and here we go, starting on Happy, Healthy, and Fit. Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today on Happy, Healthy, and Fit. We're going to discuss, it's so close to the holidays, so I wanted to do maybe like a recap. I also got some questions on Instagram, and I'm going to just share those with you. I think some of the things that have really been helping people look at their situations a little bit differently, so I'm happy to know that. So first, I want to make sure we are taking really good care of ourselves. This is a time of year where we can hibernate a little bit, enjoy the people that we love, family, friends. Please be safe, obviously, within your pod, but it's so important that we take care of ourselves. I'm going to do a little Becky time. The tub, of course, is always one of my fun things to do, but I plan on just laying around watching some movies and doing nothing, and I would look forward to that. So think about something that will help you kind of feel relaxed and regenerate your soul a little bit. In doing that, I also want you to think about a clean slate. You know, whatever you've experienced, we've all had a difficult year this year, and you know, I'm looking into the new year as something that's good, just a clean slate. We're starting fresh. We're doing something new. I'm going to be doing a fitness series, and I'll share that next week with you to help you get more healthy, get more fit, eat better. Some recipes will involve with all of that. But right now, I want you to just think about what your clean slate looks like for yourself. As we talked about different things, especially about relationships, it to me was important when I saw some of those questions. And one of the questions I got was, how do I know when I've learned the lesson? And I thought that was really such a great question back to me. And really, lessons will be continuously in front of us if we didn't learn it. For example, when I had an experience with my first husband, my second husband was absolutely nothing like the first husband, but there were things in that relationship that showed themselves later that were part of a lesson to see if I had learned them. And in that particular situation, it wasn't as loud. There wasn't a vibration of the situation I had been dealing with the first time. It was subtle. There were subtle things. And I realized, oh my God, a similar lesson is just more subtle. So you may experience as you're getting out of relationships and improving your next relationship, just to make sure you're very clear. When you're not on that hamster wheel we talked about earlier in relationships, and it's a peaceful relationship. I love peaceful relationships. I do not argue, and I do not like to argue. And if I meet someone who has a propensity to argue, it's not going to work out, and I don't even bring it on. And it's things like that. You have to know yourself, right? You have to know what you want. Reciprocation, right? Give and take. If I'm not saying it, I'm not doing it. It's not working. I don't want to get caught into those bad habits of relationships. When it's done, it's done. I don't revisit. I don't relook at it. It's done. I usually give a little bit of a warning shot at some venue of a relationship when I'm not getting what I need, and I usually state that verbally. These are the things I need, or do not stand me up. I will say things to alert them, like, and I'd never done it before. It's kind of your signal that please don't do that, because I want a good relationship. So, know what you need and do what you have to do to be happy. And really, that was the whole gist of me starting this channel, is to raise our vibration, to make sure we stay happy. As we keep ourselves happy, let's look at a clean slate as we enter the new year. Do not revisit old relationships that were toxic, that weren't working. Don't do it. Say, you know what? I know it might be hard. I know that I need to do better. That's not really what I'm looking for. I know I cared about that person, loved that person, but they weren't good for my soul. Your soul talks to you all the time. Do the things that make your inside happy. And sometimes people irritate that. You get stressed or anxiety, and sometimes even your health becomes affected. I remember when I was going through my serious breakup of my first marriage. It was terrible. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I didn't realize how internally the stress was just causing havoc to my body. I was spitting up blood, and I didn't realize that I had an ulcer from all the stress I was going through, and how sick I was getting, losing weight, not feeling well. It was just not good. And once I removed myself physically, I actually took a sabbatical for 3 months. I drove from Boston to California and spent 3 months there. And during that time, I healed. I got better. I wasn't throwing up or spitting up any more blood. I was starting to be happy and, being more wishful about what I want to look for in the future. I felt so much better after those 3 months. And you have to take time out. Don't let anybody or any situation, work situation, get you ill. I had a very serious bout in one of my jobs where I was being abused. And at another time, I'll discuss that case with you. But I was being highly abused. I was sick. I would sit in my car and pray that I could get through the day. That is not a good situation. When you encounter these different things, they don't always have to be relationship. They could be your work environment. Make sure they're not toxic. Make sure there are things that you can do. A lot of you that are not essential workers could possibly work in at home, so it's probably a little more peaceful. But definitely always make sure you are clocking into yourself. What do I need? How is this experience working for me? I got another question from a father who said, thank you for that last episode about dads need more love, or dads need love. And I was really happy to see that. And he said he struggles a little bit about his schedule's different than his wife's, and they have 2 children, he said. And then, he's getting dinner ready, and when she comes home, the first thing she says is, oh, the kitchen is dirty, or, there's too many pots on the stove. And rather than noticing that he had cooked the meal and had it ready for her with a glass of wine. And, ladies, we have to recognize when we do have good men to appreciate them, to make sure they know we appreciate them. I remember as a young woman and really trying to be hands-on with my daughter. And if my husband did something and I was like, oh my God, you didn't put her sweater on right, oh, her shoes are on wrong. I realized as I got older, was it a big deal? Did I really need to be worried about that? No. So later in life, when I had my second daughter, I was much older, and I remember her father putting her clothes on backwards, a shirt or whatever, and I was like, great job. Oh, she looks great. You know, listen, it's not the biggest deal in the world. We just need to notice that they're trying to do better. We all learn, depending on where we are, what stage we are in our lives. We all are trying. I think we just need to always make sure, whether it's us to men appreciating them or even men appreciating us as women. I remember an episode where I wasn't felt appreciated. Sometimes you start to feel a little resentful, and I thought, this is not who I am. I remember an episode I had in one of my marriages, and I had gone out and gotten gas at like 10 o'clock at night for my husband while he was sleeping, because I knew that he needed to get up to go to work early. And I filled up his tank and came home. So the next day, he never said a word. He never said, wow, thank you so much, because he had mentioned that it was on empty. And I thought, you know what? Wow. You know, he would have had to go get gas before he went to work, and that didn't happen, but he didn't appreciate that. You know, and you know, you think about those things, and I never want to be resentful, but we need to appreciate one another. We need to appreciate what we do in a relationship, whether it's marriage, it's a boyfriend, girlfriend. We need to appreciate each other, even in friendship. My friends have been calling because it's this time of year, and one of them made me cry today. Said he had gifts coming for me and my children, and it's just, you know, just a very thoughtful act that he did, and I really appreciate that. You know, we have to appreciate the people in our lives. So I want you to take good care of yourself during this holiday season. We are going to do a health and wellness series coming up, starting the new year. I'm going to challenge you to improve your overall health and eat better. And also, I want you to take the time and appreciate the people around you, whether it be your family or your friends. Say thank you. Thank you means so much. I know people really appreciate that. I appreciated that when people do things for me, and vice versa. I want to wish you a happy holiday season. I hope that you take good care of yourself, and I look forward to sharing great tips as we come into the new year. I'm Becky Singleton, and I'm just like you.